Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat mga kapamilya. We are back for more volleyball this weekend and this time we are going on tour live inside the Batangas City Sports Coliseum sa bayan po ng Batangas para sa pagpapatuloy ng live and exclusive coverage of the Premier Volleyball League. This is the Reinforced Conference. It's a beautiful Sunday for everyone here, May 27, 2018. And we are going to kick things off our Sunday doubleheader, by the way. We're going to kick things off with this matchup between the Tacloban Fighting Warays and the Cool Smashers, and it's going to be followed by the Air Force Lady Warriors against the Purest Water Defenders of New Capping. Our two games today, and of course, we are bringing those games live here on SNA HD Channel 166, Liga HD Channel 183, TFC.TV, the #1 sports website in the country, sports.abs-CBN.com, and of course at PremierVolleyballLeague.com. This is Martin Javier at your service this afternoon, and today I'm going to be working alongside first my partner Ms. Phil Kainglet Cayetano and our panel at large, Mr. Vince Velasco. Simulan muna kita, Vince. Kamusta naman yung experience mo sa pagko-cover ng PVL?
It's been absolutely exciting kasi, Martin, anything can happen. Down 2 sets, coming back 3 sets to win the game. It's been an absolutely exciting conference.
And I'm very excited to work with you today, Vince. Ito naman, Phil, I'm also excited to share the panel with a legend, a volleyball legend here in the Philippines.
Yeah, thank you. I hope I can teach you some analyst perks.
And I'm very excited to work with you again. Phil and Vince will be joining me in our coverage today. Pero Vince, simulan na natin. Ready ka na ba?
Ready na!
Ikaw, Phil, ready ka na ba? Okay, mga kapamilya, tara, game!
Mga kapamilya, day 10 na po ng ating PVL Reinforced Conference and things are absolutely heating up as we are nearing the end of the first round of eliminations. Now, speaking of the eliminations, the Warays fell to 2-2 last game, of course. They lost to the Water Defenders in 4 sets, 4 very close sets. Now, moving on to their opponent today, the Cool Smashers. If the Cool Smashers win today, they move on, of course, to 4-1 in the standings. But last week, they beat the Lady Warriors May 20 in 4 sets also. So, as I mentioned, Phil and Martin, today's game, napaka-importante kasi if the Tacloban Fighting Warays win, they move on to 3-2, and the Cool Smashers move down to 3-2.
Thank you so much, Vince. Tama ka dyan. Tacloban Fighting Warays, of course, they don't want to lose back-to-back games here in the season. Samantalang ito namang Cool Smashers, ayaw naman nilang bitawan yung kanilang league-leading status. And as we mentioned that, tignan natin ngayon ang ating updated team standings, of course, updated from the results of yesterday's games. Makikita natin dito, 5 games in, very early in the season, Phil, pero ganito na nagsha-shape up yung ating Reinforced Conference.
Yes, for the team standings nga, yung Purest Water Defenders are out on top right now with Cool Smashers with a 3 wins and 1 loss standing, while the High Flyers lost their game against Perlas Spikers yesterday, giving them a 3-2 standing. And the Air Force Lady Warriors and Tacloban Fighting Warays are tied with 2 wins and 2 losses. And at the bottom 3 naman, we have the Navy Lady Oragons, Angels, and Perlas Spikers. So, it's really interesting to see the game today. Sabi nga ni Vince na kapag nanalo ang Cool Smashers ngayon, ay aangat sila. They'll get the solo top spot. And for the Fighting Warays naman, important din na manalo sila dahil aangat sila sa ranking.
This particular game could shake up our team standings today. Makikita natin kung anong resulta dyan maya-maya lamang. Pero Vince, kilalanin naman natin ang isa sa mga kupunan natin ngayon. Go ahead, take it away.
Now let's get to know Ronald Mascarenas, the team owner, of course, of the Fighting Warays. Panoorin natin ito.
They have the fighting spirit of the Warayanos, ang palabang team ni Coach Nes Pamilyar. ang Tacloban Fighting Warays. At nasa likod ng bagong bihis ng Kapunan ay ang suporta mula sa isa sa mga pinakamalaking sports patron sa bansa, ang presidente ng Bounty Agro Ventures Incorporated, na si Ronald Mascarenhas.
We felt na we need to strengthen that connection with the direct consumers. So in 2016, we were looking for a collegiate team who will adapt yung aming philosophy sa sports, which is to restore the true spirit of sportsmanship.
Die-hard fan ng basketball si Ronald. At pagkatapos ng matagumpay nilang partnership with the Gilas program, para sa kanya, ito na ang tamang panahon para bigyan naman ng suporta ang mga talented volleyball athletes ng bansa.
Kinausap ko si Melmac. Sabi ko, Mel, can you find me a team? Basta willing to imbibe and showcase yung true spirit of sportsmanship. So the opportunity came up sa volleyball.
Naniniwala rin sila na malaki ang may tutulong ng Fighting Warays para bigyan ng inspirasyon ang mga aspiring volleyball players na nasa probinsya.
Main reason why we really are passionate about supporting yung Tacloban na Fighting Warays. Itong volleyball team na to will serve as an inspiration sa Tacloban. Alam naman natin lahat kung ano nangyari sa Tacloban. And I think yung Fighting Warays will exemplify yung struggle nila, yung willingness nila, yung drive nila na makabangon.
Kaya naman umaasa rin silang magiging matagumpay ang Tacloban Fighting Warays sa kanilang kampanya dito sa PVL Reinforced Conference.
To the Tacloban Fighting Warays, I'm very confident that you are one of the most competitive team. I think you're the team to beat. So I wish you good luck. Pakita niyo yung galing ninyo and continue to inspire the great people of Tacloban. Mabuhay kayo.
It's absolutely great to get to know the people behind the scenes like Ronald Mascarenhas. Thank you so much for supporting all the sports. And speaking of support, please support us naman on Twitter. Ang aming handle ay ABS-CBN Sports, and you can tweet us your thoughts on today's game, and you can tweet your players and ang mga moments on today's game. Use the hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. Para naman sa mga exclusive photos, go to Instagram and use the tag ABS-CBN Sports at yung #1 sports website sa Pilipinas for all their news, updates, and features in all things PVL. Go to sports.abs-cbn.com. And sa Facebook, magka 1 million likes na po tayo. Premier Volleyball League for our Facebook page. And we have our Ronda Cam. Pwede po kayo magpadala ng mga questions, and your favorite PVL stars might answer those questions during the game. And Martin and Phil, we have our Star Cam.
Yes, StarCam. Ito na nga yung pinakabagong feature natin para dito sa Reinforced Conference. You guys can choose kung kaninong ifo-focus, kaninong player ifo-focus yung ating StarCam. Pwedeng buong laro, pwede buong set. Ngayon, nakatutok yan sa ating phenom na si Eliza Valdez na narinig ko makakasama natin dito sa ating pre-game discussion. But you guys can continue to tweet us at #StarCam. And of course, you guys can request whoever player you want to get focus sa ating pinakabagong feature. Again, dito sa ating Reinforced Conference. Dahil nabanggit ko na, Phil, sa ating pagbabalik, may makakasama tayo dito sa ating panel. And of course, hihimayin na natin ang parehong kupunan. Huwag kayong aalis. Pagbabalik ang PVL Reinforced Conference right here on SNA. Babalik tayo dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Both teams at midcourt already shaking hands. Again, Tacloban Fighting Warays versus the Cool Smashers for our first game today, May 27th, 2018. Once again, this is Martin Javier working alongside Phil Inglet Cayetano and of course our panel at large, Vince Velasco. At ngayon, kasama na natin ang isa sa mga stars ng Tacloban Fighting Warays, si Jovelyn Prado. Jovi, magandang hapon sa'yo.
Magandang hapon din po.
Kamusta ka naman? Okay naman ang team?
Okay naman po.
Naging up and down yung simula nyo dito sa ating season, pero yung previous game nyo against the Purest Water Defenders, close sets yun, Jovi. Against a very young team as well. Pero saan kayo nahirapan? Kwento mo naman sa amin.
Siguro po nahirapan lang po kami dahil nawalan po kami ng receive noon. And nawala po yung eagerness namin na talunin sila.
Ako naman, Jov, dahil nga galing kayo sa talo. So, tanong ko lang, anong motivation ang binigay sa inyo ni Coach Ness at ikaw as team captain sa mga teammates nyo para lumaban this year?
Sabi lang po sa amin ni Coach Ness, bawi po kami. Hindi pa naman po natatapos yung season ng PVL. So, sabi ko lang din po sa teammates ko, gawin po namin yung best namin. Yun lang po. Magtulong-tulong lang po kami.
Okay, good luck, Jovi. Expect ba namin makaka-double figures ka ngayon?
Siguro po.
Pressure. Hindi. Pero ayan po si Jovi Prado, ang kapitana, siyempre ng Tacloban Fighting Warays. At nakikita nyo ang highlights nung kanilang previous game. Talagang naging matapang si Jovelyn Prado sa pag-break ng defense ng Purest Water Defenders of NU. She was actually the third leading scorer of the team in that particular game, scoring 9 points, Bill.
Yes, and those 9 points all came from her attack. So, aside from that, she was able to contribute naman in other departments sa digs and reception with 9 digs and 12 reception. Pero this game, I believe na kailangan ni Jovelyn mag-step up nga and lead her team. Kasi if you've been watching the games of the Fighting Warays, kaya nila close fight lagi. Pero yun nga, kailangan may mag-step up. That's why Jovelyn Prado will play a big role in this game.
At ang local support nga isa magiging vital para dito kay Coach Ness Familiar. Shola Alvarez had 11 points. Jovi Prado had 9 points in their previous game. Pero ito yung naging laban nila against the Purest Water Defenders of NU. They lost in 4 sets at talagang nahirapan silang i-overcome yung production pareho ni Matthews at syempre ni Janisa Johnson.
Yes, yun nga. They lost in 4 sets. Pero if you see the scores, they were pretty close. Close game talaga. In fact, they were able to get the 3rd set. And hindi lang nila na-continue yung winning momentum nila from the 3rd set into the 4th set. That's why they lost. And yun nga, feeling ko na-overwhelmed sila sa dalawang imports ng Purest Water Defenders na si Johnson and Matthews, scoring 27 points and 23 points respectively.
And they are hoping to bounce back in this game dahil napakahirap nga matalo ng 2 beses dito. Ngayon nakikita na natin yung iba-ibang kupunan nagiging mas competitive na yung mga laban natin dito sa Reinforced Conference. So let's see if they can beat the Cool Smashers today. Pero sa ating pagbabalik, makakausap naman natin ang isa sa mga miyembro ng Cool Smashers at syempre hihimayin natin ang kanilang previous game. Huwag kayong aalis, muli ang PVL on SNA will return. Nagbabalik ang Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference live right here on SNA. And you guys can see the fans of the Cool Smashers all around. Siyempre, hometown ito ng ating guest ngayon sa ating panel, the Phenom, and of my teammates also on up front.
Yes.
Miss Eliza Valdez, kamusta?
Hi guys. Hi Phil. How are you?
Good. Yeah.
Ang ganda ng simula nyo dito sa ating Reinforced Conference, Eliza. Pero share mo naman sa amin, ano yung secret nyo dyan sa fast start na yan para sa Cool Smashers?
Secret? Siguro wala namang secret eh. Alam naman ng lahat na it's really nagsa-start sa training. Siguro it's the little things. Sabi nga ni Coach Ty, kunwari, sabi niya, importante na pumunta ka lang ng on time sa training. It matters na. So siguro it's sa training and syempre, iba din yung bonding ng team namin. And siguro yun yung isa sa mga nakakatuwa as a part of Creamline Cool Smashers, yung bonding ng team, masaya talaga.
Yeah, na-mention mo nga yung bonding ng team nyo. So, tanong ko lang, anong feeling na makalaro na or kampi mo na yung rivals natin na si Gumabo at si Gohing?
Nung una, at first, it's scary din. Siyempre, rival, medyo mas matanda din sila sa akin nung pumasok ako sa UAAP and now naging teammates ko sila. Pero, siguro sa dami ng pinagdaanan din namin under Coach Time, masaya talaga and yung experience nila during college, lahat ng pro teams nila, nadadala at natutulong nila sa amin ngayon sa Cool Smashers.
Ayan, pero syempre hindi ka namin pakakawalan ng walang message sa mga fans mo, lalong-lalo na yung umattend ngayon dito sa Batangas City Sports Coliseum.
Sa lahat ng mga taga-Batangas, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng suporta. Simula last week, andito na sila hanggang ngayon. Maraming salamat po at sa lahat ng nanonood dyan sa Manila at sa kanilang mga TV, maraming salamat. Patuloy natin suportahan ng volleyball.
There you go. Maraming salamat ulit.
Thank you guys.
Once again, the Phenom, Eliza Valdez of the Cool Smashers. At ito na nga, this is the luxury that Coach Ty Bundit has in this Cool Smashers team. Double trouble nakita na natin dito. Meron kang 2 hitters dyan, very effective on the court, Eliza Valdez and Kaupin of the Cool Smashers.
Yun nga, double trouble nga kasi last game against Lady Warriors, they scored 16 points each. So makikita mo yung 1-2 punch ng Kaupin and Valdez na tandem. Kaupin had a team best of 14 spikes plus 13 digs and 19 receptions, while Valdez scored 13 spikes plus a team high of 2 aces. So makikita mo ang ganda ng rotation for the Cool Smashers kasi pag nasa harap, diagonal sila, pag nasa harap si Eliza, andun siya, she can make the points. Pagka nasa likod naman si Eliza, andyan naman si Kaupin, who can also score points. So ang ganda ng rotation for the Cool Smashers. Double trouble nga itong si Kaupin tsaka si Valdez.
Nabanggit mo na yung rotation, ang ganda rin ang ball distribution para dito sa Cool Smashers. What impressed me more in their last game against the Air Force Lady Warriors ay yung kanilang points distribution. 4 na players in double figures in that game.
That's pretty high for a team. 4 na players out of the first 6 na nakakapuntos. At makikita mo nga sa points nila last game, they were able to build an early lead, winning the first set easily with 25-15 score. Although nag-struggle sila sa second and third set, they were able to bounce back in the fourth set. Kasi yun nga, you have Valdez and Kaupin to make the points.
Kaya na nga, the Cool Smashers asserting mastery. So far, so good dito sa ating Reinforced Conference, a 3-1 start para sa kanila. Pero mga kapamilya, bago tayo magsimula dito sa ating first game, tweet niyo muna kami at ABS-CBN Sports, and of course use our official hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN. We also have exclusive photos that we will be posting on Instagram. That's also at ABS-CBN Sports. #1 sports website in the country, sports.abs-cbn.com, and please like us on Facebook at premiervolleyballleague.com. And kung meron kayong player na gustong ma-feature all throughout the game, one set, tweet nyo sa amin via Starcam at hashtag Starcam. Muli, ito po ang ating first game coming up next year, Tacloban Fighting Warays versus the Cool Smashers. This is Martin Javier with Phil Inglet Cayetano working on the first game. Phil, bago tayo magsimula dito, any initial thoughts on this game?
I think close fight ito kasi nga seeing the Fighting Warays in their previous game, lumalaban sila eh. So it's a challenge for the Cool Smashers to maintain their winning momentum din.
Alright. Again, huwag kayong kalimutan, or huwag niyong kalimutan ang ating hashtag Starcam if you guys want any player to be featured here. Ito na nga, we are about to start the game. Huwag kayong alis. Magbabalik ang PVL on SNA.
Introducing our officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio, National Referee. Our second referee, Mr. Nestor Belio, International Referee. Now for the starting lineup of the Fighting Warays, we have number 2, Marian Esguerra. Number 4, Heather Anguino. Number 11, Yafa Amporn. Number 12, Kyle Ann Negrito. Number 14, Satsimo Sangpa. Their team captain, number 18, Jovelyn Prado. Their starting libero, number 9, Eunice Gala. And their head coach, Coach Nes Pamilar. And now for the starting lineup of the Cool Smashers. Number 1, Nicolina Axerich. Number 5, Risa Sato. Number 12, Julia Melissa Morado. Number 18, Kunika Calpin. Number 19, Michelle Gumabao. And their team captain, number 2, Eliza Valdez. Their starting libero, number 22, Melissa Gohig. And their head coach, Coach Abasor Tai Buntin.
Babalik po ang PVL on SNA starting unit para sa parehong kupunan, Tacloban Fighting Warays and the Cool Smashers here. Para dito kay Coach Nes Pamilar, they were without the services of Heather Ginoo in their previous game, who attended personal matters doon sa larong yon, kaya medyo naging short-handed ang naging lineup ni Coach Nes Pamilar against the Purest Water Defenders. And of course, Coach Ty Bundit going with his usual starting unit as we enter set number 1. Martin Javier with Phil Cainglet Cayetano doing the first game, Sunday doubleheader, May 27, 2018. This is the reinforced conference sa panimula ng ating laro. Phil, para dito sa Fighting Warays, maaga pa yung season natin. But again, like we mentioned in the pregame, as the Cool Smashers scored the first point here, they cannot afford to get back-to-back losses. How do they bounce back from their previous game?
Sabi nga ni Jovelyn kanina sa interview natin na kaya pa nila, kaya nila, tiwala lang sa sarili. At sabi ni Jovelyn, she'll do her best for this game.
Samantala dito naman sa Cool Smashers, alam naman natin, when you get a fast start, may tendency ang mga kupunan na maging complacent. So, how do they keep that competitive mindset game after game?
I think they have Eliza Valdez, who is really a born leader for them. And you have Gumabaw also, who has experienced them in leadership.
At nakikita natin dito sa panimula ng ating Cool Smashers, scoring 2 straight points, broken there by the service error of Gia Morado. This is Kyle Negrito, the setter of the Fighting Warays, now serving. Gumabaw pops it up. Morado back set to Valdez with a push. Works for the phenom, Eliza Valdez.
Smart move para kay Eliza Valdez kasi inaabangan yung strong hit niya at bigla niyang hinulog. Naplis lang sa kamay at you can see butas na gitna ng Fighting Warays.
Kita na niya yung butas doon. Fighting Warays unable to recover. Valdez with a nice serve. Negrito with a soft set. Saved by the Cool Smashers. Atienza pops it up. Kaupin. Fighting Warays on the attack this time. Prado does not score on the hit. Kaupin off the block, and that's a kill block for the Fighting Warays. Fasang Pan scoring there.
Fasang Pan was already there. And nabasa niya yung spike. Kahit nakita mo ang lakas ng kasa ni Kaupin, but Fasang Pan was there to block her.
Oh, correction. Earlier, it was Heather Ginoo who was actually on the attack for the Fighting Warays. Negrito. This is Jovelyn Prado. Great defense by Gumabaw. Kaupin checked again by Esguerra. Back to Kaupin here. Strong hit. Saved by Jack Hiapa. The rally continues. Ginoo. Free ball here for the Fighting Warays. Hiapa from the back row. Popped up by Gohin. Kaupin on the attack.
For that long rally, Gia Morado goes to her ace spiker. Siyempre kay Kaupin, alam niyang na kayang-kaya ni Kaupin i-put through ang kanyang spike there. At nakita mo hindi nga na-control yung sampa ng power ni Kaupin sa palong yun.
What a strong rally there. At si Kaupin at Sangpan magkakampiyan sa youth national team ng Thailand. So, you probably have an idea on how, those players or each other's game. At least they have an idea going into this particular matchup. 3-4 now. Fighting Warays, despite the electric start nitong Cool Smashers, hanging around, only down by 1.
Yes, and sabi mo nga si Kaupin tsaka si Sangpan mag-teammate. So, most probably alam nila yung laro ng set isa, kaya nga siguro nabablock ni Sangpan si Kaupin.
Pero yung sequence kanina, diniretso yun ni Kaupin kay Sangpan. And speaking of Kaupin, that is another powerful hit coming from the Thai superstar.
Kaupin taking advantage of her small blockers. Pinadaan niya sa gitna at hindi solid yung block ng Fighting Warays that time. Kaya nakita mo ang kanyang powerful spike na dumaan sa gitna.
And Heather Ginoo unable to get to that attack. Here's Negrito. Nahihirapan pa rin sa first ball itong Fighting Warays.
Yun nga yung sabi ni Jovelyn Prado in their last game, na wala yung receive nila against the Water Defenders. Kaya nga, nahirapan talaga silang manalo sa game ngayon.
And against one of the best serving teams, yan talaga yung kinailangan nilang i-polish, kumbaga, sa kanilang past training days. And this is Michelle Gumabaw on the serve. Negrito goes to the other side. Oh, napasobra yung bigay dun kay Jack Hiapa. So an error.
Negrito really tried to set that ball kasi nakaluhod na siya nun pero napalakas lang at hindi na kaya abutin ni Yapa ang set ni Negrito.
Umover nga yung set niya doon, papalabas pa. So 7-3 start by the Cool Smashers, asserting their mastery here. Again, broken by their service error. Pangalawa na dito sa set na ito from the Cool Smashers.
For the Cool Smashers, kailangan nila i-lesson yung service errors nila kasi naka 3 points yun for the Fighting Warays, and you can see na medyo nandyan lang yung Fighting Warays, yung mahabol-habol, lumalaban din sa depensa and ofensa.
Pero binawian naman sila doon ng service error that time, it came from Jovelyn Prado as we head to our first technical timeout here. Cool Smashers up by 4. May point yun. At walang binuking doon si
Safe answer, pero I agree nga, lahat may gana kumain dahil nga sa training coach tayo. Nakakapagod. So, athlete's diet sila.
Ganado lahat kumain. Ganyan din ba kayo noon?
Oo, athlete's diet.
So,
extra rice.
Walang restriction, gano'n?
Siyempre, bawal yung mga junk food, soft drinks.
Okay, so healthy pa rin kahit pa paano. Okay. Samantala, puntahan natin si Vince Velasco for his first report. Vince?
Alright, thank you, Martin and Phil. Nakausap po kanina, of course, si Judith Abel, and she's very sad about the last game. Pero sabi niya, she doesn't want to keep her teammates down. So during the practices, nagpapasaya siya, sumasayaw. She wanted to lift her team spirit, especially for the coming game. She shared with me certain things that she did with her teammates. She shared that she has no favorite movies. The only things she watches are K-dramas. Her favorite K-dramas are Who Me You 25, Love You So Beautiful. And during the pre-game, her favorite meals are fruits, apples, bananas, and her favorite pre-game ritual is a prayer with her team to lift her spirits. Back to you, Martin and Phil.
Those are good pre-game rituals for a player. Judith Abel, of course, one of the smiling faces netong Tacloban Fighting Warays. Of course, we know her from the UE Lady Warriors. Talagang energizer ng kupunan na yon.
Ang healthy naman ng pre-game niya. Ako, chocolate.
Sugar rush, tama. In the meantime, back to our coverage here. That was the Phenom with a very strong hit.
You can see down the line, signature hit ni Eliza Valdez. And pinadaan niya kay Negrito. Actually, clean shot from Eliza Valdez.
That was good height and good attack for Eliza Valdez. Nicolina Aserich with a serve. A running hit by Jackie Yapa. At ito, nagparamdam na.
Ang Born showing us her moves na running spike dahil nga middle blocker siya sa kanyang Thai team before, sa kanyang club team.
Of course, one of the Thai legends that we have here, longtime member of the Thai national team. Oh, nice dunk there by Gia. Saved though by the Fighting Warays, and Sakpan puts it down.
Ito nga ang key din for the Fighting Warays, mga quick plays. Kasi they know na yung Cool Smashers ay magaling sa blocking, especially Risa Sato, who last game scored 4 blocks out of the 10 block score ng kanilang team.
That's right, 4 out of the 10 for kill blocks. Napakarami noon para kay Risa Sato.
Almost half ng score ng blocking ng team na kay Risa Sato.
That's right. In the meantime, that is a service ace again. 9-10, Fighting Warays only down by 1. Patuloy silang umahabol dito sa ating laro. Risa Sato though with a great answer there. 2-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
Nagsasagutan yung dalawang middle blockers, middle spikers ng both teams. Sabi ni Gia, nakapag-quick yung Fighting Warays. Risa, bibigyan din kita. So, ang ganda rin naman ng chemistry na ngayon ni Risa at ni Gia Morado.
Nabanggit nabanggit ni Eliza sa ating pregame. Sa panimula pa lang, maganda na yung energy ng team, maganda na yung nagiging chemistry, and those are actually resulting to wins for the Cool Smashers. But Negrito overshoots the mark there.
I think Negrito was medyo nag-rush siya nun eh. Good intention, pero yun nga, kulang sa clip ng wrist para bumaba yung bola, kaya nag-outside yung palo niya.
Nung bumaba yung lamang ng Cool Smashers sa 1 point kanina, 2 straight points naman ang isinagot nila. Negrito with the dunk, saved by Morado. Here come the Cool Smashers, Valdez. Straight to Ampor, Negrito to the other side. Enerdino puts it down.
Outside ata, Martin.
Wide yung itinawag doon. No check ball for Heather Ginoo.
You can see here, good intention. Laki ng dalawang blockers niya. Trinaya talagang iiwan
Iwas, oh.
sa dalawang blockers. You have kasi gumabaw in Sato na matangkad sa harap. Kaya the only option niya na iiwas or iswipe away from the hands of the blocker.
But that time it did not work, and another error here from the Fighting Warays. That time it came from Kyle Negrito trying to set up the running attack for Fasang Pan.
Medyo di sila nag-connect doon. Isang pan siya kasi Negrito. Maybe they'll try again in this.
So this is now 4 straight points para sa Cool Smashers. Ginoo trying to break the spell. Valdez off speed, saved by Prado. Sangpan puts it down.
Kung mag-connect din si Negrito siya kasangpan, mataas din yung percentage. Napansin mo kanina pa, pag na-spike si Sangpan, porsyento na makakapunto siya.
Ito na nga unti-unti bumabalik yung laro neto ni Fa Sangpan. Last game, she only scored 5 points and she's only scored in double figures once here in the reinforced conference so far. So obviously Coach Ness expecting more from his high import, but that time Eliza Valdez scoring again for the Cool Smashers courtesy of this push.
Si Eliza is a very smart player. Kung papansin mo, hindi lahat palo eh. Nakapag-drop ball siya or swipe away from the blockers. Kaya makita mo yung volleyball IQ ni Eliza. Napakataas ang volleyball IQ niya.
That's an error again for the Fighting Warays. Second technical timeout here. 6 points na ang lamang ng Cool Smashers. Backdoor coverage here. Risa Sato, nabanggit na natin kanina. Phil, 10 points, 4 galing dun sa mga kill blocks niya dun sa larong yon.
Yes, 10. Si Risa Sato, kung mapapansin mo, mas happy siya maglaro ngayon. Nagko-connect sila very well ni Gia. And I think, mas magaan yung laro niya. And I think yun nga, ine-embrace yung happy mantra ni Coach Sai.
Siyempre, pareho silang may happy mantra. So talagang mag-connect sila at talagang naging madali yung pag-transition niya dito sa Cool Smashers. That was on the line for Eliza Valdez. Service ace from one of the best in the country.
Akala ko rin mag-outside eh. Biglang bumaba. Ang ganda ng service na yun from Eliza Valdez.
Iniwasan na nung Fighting Warays yun. Hindi na nila kinuha.
Akala nga ni Amporn outside na nga.
Valdez again. Back-to-back service aces. 8-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Timeout by Coach Nes Pamilar.
Bago yung receive nyo, nandito si Jack nyo, ipitin nyo ng konti rito. Itago, pagsamahan nyo rito, ha? So, tulungan nyo muna receive. Okay? Mahaba naman yung pinanggagalingan, tingnan nyo lang, ha? Sige.
Backdoor coverage here, and on your screens, Janisa Johnson, who has been stellar so far for the Purest Water Defenders. 3-game winning streak para sa kupunang ito. They're actually one of the league leaders right now at 3-1. Napakabatang kupunan pero napakalakas. Dahil nga, gelled na sila sa pagpasok dito sa ating reinforced conference.
Yes, ang maganda naman dito sa V-League ay we are able to see young talent.
Right.
Diba? Yung mga bata, nagtatalo yung mga veterans dito.
Yun yung And they also get to experience a higher level of volleyball here in the Premier Volleyball League. Just like this particular game between the Fighting Warays and the Cool Smashers. At in the meantime, siyam na po ang inahabol dito ng Fighting Warays, and yet another service ace from Eliza Valdez.
Like in their last game, the Fighting Warays are struggling again with their reception. Yun na yung sabi ni Jovelyn Prado, nahihirapan sila mag-receive, which is now, nangyayari na naman sa kanila. Nahihirapan sila mag-receive.
Napakaramping puntos na nga kinukuha dito ng Eliza Valdez. Isa pa. Just tremendous serving here from the phenom Eliza Valdez, extending the lead to 11 points. Timeout ulit para kay Coach Pamilar.
Kaya nyo ma-receive, di ba? Wala nang kumpiyansa na parang ayaw nyo pumwesto ka. Nagtataguan na tayo sa pwesto eh. Ha? Eh, kaya sa hingin nyo yung bola para kita ka, para ano yung ano natin, para ka-receive tayo ng maayos, para ang pinaano nyo, huwag na dumating sa atin ang service. Ha? Sige, wala mo.
Take a look at the serving here by Eliza Valdez. Sunod-sunod na service aces. Ang kanyang pinapalo dito para sa Cool Smashers. Again, extending the lead to its biggest so far here in set number 1. 11 points na po, 21-10. That's also a nice serve, but a better first ball from the Fighting Warays. Prado with a hit. Saved by Valdez. Kaupin. Cross-court hit. Goes out, so that's a point for Tacloban.
Finally, tigil na lang yung run ng Cool Smashers na service aces ni Eliza. Now they have to really step up their game.
I think that was an 11-1 run for the Cool Smashers. Gumabaw, in the meantime, scoring on the down-the-line attack.
Easy point for Michelle Gumabaw. You can see na one blocker lang siya that time. Yung pinadaan niya down the line. Hindi nakapag-pwesto yung block.
May delay ng konti. In the meantime, De Magalanza entering the game for Eliza Valdez. Risa Sato will start the sequence here. Cool Smashers 3 points away from taking a 1-0 lead. Negrito, Prado with a push. Sato, balik dito kay Gumabaw. And that's another point, back-to-back points for Michelle Gumabaw.
Good adjustment for Michelle Gumabaw that time kasi nakita mo medyo alanganin din yung set ni Risa Sato pero she was able to adjust and hit the ball hard against the hands of the blockers and score a point.
That's right. And the service ace coming from Risa Sato. Cool Smashers on fire here in set number 1. Nasa set point na po tayo.
The Fighting Warays are just giving away points. Yun nga, sabi ni Coach Ness kanina, ba't kayo nagtatago? Ayaw nyo i-receive ang bola. So now, dapat may mag-step up sa Fighting Warays.
And that could open the door for them, at least for a little bit. Service error para kay Risa Sato. At si Heather Ginoo ang magsisimula para sa Tacloban Fighting Warays. 12-24. That is our score. Galanza. Poor reception there. And a service ace ang ibinalik doon ni Heather Ginoo. 11-point lead.
Heather Ginoo still serving for Tacloban.
Again, Ginoo did not play against the Purest Water defenders, attending family matters. Kaya gusto niyang bumawi para sa kanyang kupunan. Kaupin. The hit does not work, and the Cool Smashers unable to recover.
Kaupin was going for a soft stop spin shot there, but the blockers were there. But it was a good recovery for Melissa Gohing. Pero hindi nga, after ng recovery ni Melissa Gohing, hindi na nataas ng kanyang teammate.
Better coverage there by the Tacloban Fighting Warays. Gohing. Nice first ball. The running hit. Aseric. That does not work. Kaupin with a powerful strike there. Saved by the Fighting Warays. Buhay pa po ang rally dito. Morado. Back to Aseric. Oh! Miscommunication there from the Tacloban Fighting Warays. That puts the set away. The Cool Smashers winning this one, or winning set number 1, 25-14. Take a look at that. Medyo naging tip na nga yun para kay Nicolina Aseric. Muntik na niyang hindi maabot, pero hindi nagkaamuyan doon ang mga players ni Coach Nes Pamilar. Again, ang score natin after set number 1, 25-14. Cool Smashers taking a 1-0 lead. Magbabalik po ang PVL on SNA.